Fuck that old man almost died.
Old man gives no fucks.
I saw this video. I just didn't know why did this person slow it down and put music that's gonna ruin the channel for me.
I don't know, but it made it better.
So okay. That intro is hot fucking fire. Gotta love it.
Have not heard that in a long time. Long time.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I mean, I gotta apologize. It's been a while. We have done a show. I've been keep getting requisitioned by my dad for random shit. I actually texted him this morning, and I knew he was gonna say something. I was like, no, I'm not coming over today, because we always end up with a fucking thing. We always end up doing a thing, and then the sun starts going down, and I'm like, Dad, I gotta go. I had no fucking prep for the show, and he's like, you were my real son, you need to help me out. And he doesn't really say that, but that's what I hear in my head. Like, that's my own personal issues that come about, but whatever. But you found yourself a podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for clicking or watching or whatever it did to get you here. What's the show about, Cass?
Hello and welcome to dkgWELP, the Drunk Kids Gaming Podcast, hosted by myself, the one, the great King Cass, as well as my good friend, co-host extraordinaire, the great Curly.
I don't know why I just did finger guns, but it felt appropriate for that moment.
It did, yeah.
So shit, man, I heard you went to New York.
Yeah, so Sunbun, as you know, does his world tour. He makes stops in your town.
Global traveler Sunbun over here, just coming on. He's on a tour right now, East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, so he went to New York, and I went up there, and we had a fucking good time. We went to some breweries in Brooklyn. We went to some that were in maybe shady neighborhoods, but you know, then you got there and there was a lot of white people, so you were like, I'm not going to be the one that gets robbed, so it's fine.
Do you walk down the street and you're like, all these people are scared of me?
There is some times, man. There was a great instance where me and Sunbun somehow, some fucking way, ended up in Times Square, and we both keep telling each other like, yo, let's go get food. Okay, all right, yeah. But then it keeps progressing, because like one of us stops to do something. Either Sunbun stops to play Pokemon, or I stop to take a photo of something, or just some shit. And then we're just like, yo, food though. And we're like, right. And somehow we just ended up sad, and we're just like, yo, street meat. Let's just buy street meat at the first one we see.
Little cart. They cut it right off the spit.
And we did not check the price, so we were like, yeah, let me get a this and a that. And dude's like, cool, $16. And we were like, sorry, like, what? And he's just like, yeah. So we're like, whatever, fuck it. You know, we're hungry and we're lazy, so we buy our street meat. We go walk down the street. We get about like 4 blocks, and we see another cart that's literally $4 cheaper of everything than we just bought.
You fell into it.
Same food. Yeah. We were just like, God damn it.
Gotta shop around. You return that meat. Can you return the meat? Give it back.
We sat on the street and ate it like fucking monsters. We just stood in the middle of a sidewalk, because they have like these big center dividers that are made of like concrete, so that cars can't drive up on the sidewalk, because that's happened a few times.
And there's just 100 people there.
Yeah, so that you're not trapped on the sidewalk in case someone decides they've had it for the day. they've now put these giant cinder blocks on like certain sidewalks, so we just used it as a table and ate.
Very nice.
Like, yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm
people
jealous
just
though.
looking at us like, "What the fuck are they doing?" I'm like, "Eating, bitch."
It's a restaurant now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm jealous though. I mean, I still haven't been to New York in my life, and all that sounds really fun. And I think I was supposed to kind of come this time, but I just ran out of time and money, man.
It was very last minute. Yeah, you were like, it was very odd. But yeah, we did that. We went to a bunch of breweries. Those were awesome. We went to this one called fuck. What was the one at the McDonald's called? Sunbun. You're in the chat, but by the time you hear this, it's gonna be spoiled.
One at the McDonald's. Bondage bar.
Oh, so yes. Okay. Fuck the other story. So
other half.
We went to a Japanese like kind of dive bar. It was really cool. You probably saw like the pictures of the menu that we put in the chat. It was an experience. Because it had in like the middle of a bar, it had this like this display, like a glass just room and mannequins, and one of them was like tied up in bondage, and there was like bondage like tables and chairs and like all kind of shit in there, and it had like a special menu where you can order fucking like ox penis and shit like that. Like, it was fucking great.
I'm not sure what the appeal at this point is, but I mean, you do you.
Look, it was cheap beer. It was like, I'm sure the food is good. We didn't have any of it because we had already eaten like monsters, so we just went there to drink.
Yeah.
That was fun. Oh yeah. Also, while we were waiting outside for a table, some dude pulls up in a fucking like in a Phantom. Like the really expensive fucking car that you see in rap videos.
Yeah,
and then,
all
like,
the rap videos I want. Yeah. But yeah,
him and his homies just start blasting music, and all the like fucking kids out there are just dancing around the Phantom, and we're just like, are they shooting a rap video?
Is it a rap video? It could be a fucking rap video. You never know, man. That shit happens in El Cajon all the time, or San Diego. I mean, all the time. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking slick, man. I mean, is it like a new thing where because I mean now that the craft brewery isn't like a novel thing, like everyone and their mother's running a fucking brewery, especially out here in San Diego. Like everyone's got a gimmick now. Like that's either got game night or something or some karaoke shit going on in a brewery. There's a brewery out here that they do a thing called Brew Fit where they like have you sign up and you do like exercises and shit while lifting barrels and crap. And that's their gimmick so that you come and buy beer afterwards. I'm like, if you're really going to go work out, I don't think you should have the beer afterwards. I'm just saying, like, but. I
mean, hey, man.
It seems to work and get people into things. I did a little adventure yesterday. Me and my friends went out to a boat ride for my friend Julie's birthday. And I'm going to tell the story, and it's my own self-shaming. So there's a reservoir out here, San Vicente Lake, that they opened up to the public to make some money for the city and whatnot. So you can rent a boat and go around it, or you can take your jet skis out or whatever the fuck you want, whatever rich people do. A lot of rich people, with their boats and shit. But we rented this little boat, and it was super fun. We're driving around drinking, I brought a whole bottle of vodka, and we're having a good time. And the guy at the beginning was like, so my friend Julie actually put it out in the email, and she's like, hey, like there is a place that I heard that you can get out if you want to swim around. So like, boom, boom, bring your bathing suit if you want to do that. And I was like, well, you fucking went in Rome, let's do it, right? So everyone kind of prepared to go in the water. And we get there, and the guy's like, oh yeah, no, by the way, there's no swimming or anything like that. And then like the ranger will come get you or whatever. And he's like, well, that's not really true. And he's like, people fall in all the time. So whatever. And Julia's like, well, so how do you get back on the boat? Because we're looking at the boat, and it's like, it's pretty high off the water. Like the boat's got like big old things, and there's no ladder or anything. And he's like, I don't know, figure it out. If you fall in, quote unquote, like someone might try to help you out. And he's like, and also here's your life jackets in case that fucking happens. But so we're like, we had this thing for 6 hours, man. We were out there for a good 4 hours, and we got to the little secluded area in the back, and we're like, fucking let's go in the water, whatever, right? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? I'll deal with that when that shit we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. And we all jump out. And if you don't know, I'm a big fat man. And I don't have much upper body strength. So then after about 20 minutes of swimming, I start to get really concerned that there's no way for me to get back on this fucking boat and we're in the middle of this fucking lake. No. And I'm just like, And everyone else gets out just fine. They fucking climb up like Spider-Man and shit. And I'm like, all right. And then the one dude that we had out there was a pretty muscular dude, tries to lift me out, and that didn't go so well. He almost fucking pulled a hernia. Because it's not so bad, but until this behemoth that I am tries to get out of the water, then all of a sudden gravity fucking kicks in, and so then we had like a problem-solving moment where we're like, can we get ropes? Like, what can we do? And I'm like, you know what, just toss me down a drink. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna hold on to the side of this boat. And so I try to grab the side of the boat, and I latch on because there is an engine on the bottom of the boat, so I'm like latched onto the side of the thing, and we ended up just driving over to a beach area, like where the rocks and shit are, and I climbed out and then jumped back on. But yeah, my legs are all cut up because I trying to climb the side of this metal fucking boat. I would have loved to share a video of some kind with you guys, but it did not take place. But yeah, I do have something I did share in the Discord. Well, first of all, there's a whoopsies. I think I hit the news bag button. Oh no, I froze Stream Deck by hitting 2 buttons at the same time. Genuinely. Oh, there it goes. Too many buttons. There's me in the boat before problems, and let's see if I can find. This is for the visual people, right? You enjoy the visual shit. It's such a great like captured moment. If we can fucking get to it in any time now. Nope, it's not on here. And it's not worth it now, I guess, at this point, because it's too fucking not on this thing anymore. Facebook sucks. Visual bit. Why do people take so many photos? All right, never mind. It's not in here. All right, cool. It's in the Discord if you want to see it. But anyways, yeah, I had a really fun time. So that was my story of cool stuff, because Kaz got to share you a cool fucking story. So I didn't tell a story about my fat butt in the water. But on that note, I think we can go to Newsbag unless you want to share something.
Well, no, not yet. Yeah. Because the other good story that not a lot of people have gotten to hear was the other half, which was the brewery that we went to in Brooklyn. Amazing brewery. They had some of like the best beer I think I tasted on that trip that we went on. Like totally cool kids. That run that spot. Totally awesome. So if you're ever in Brooklyn or just in New York in general, look up Other Half, go check them out. Fucking awesome. So we're there, and that was like our end of the night place. Like that was like, all right, after this, we're done. So there's a McDonald's across the street from it. And like, we're sitting there, Sunbun is trying to finish up his drink. And we're just talking, and like me and Sunbun are looking at this McDonald's, just like, huh, like there's a McDonald's there. I'm like, yeah, and I just see the glisten of that glow of the 24-hour sign, which I then realized is on the other side of the building and then reflecting through windows, and I'm like, there's a 24-hour sign on that McDonald's. And we're like, oh shit, it's time for some nuggies. Like,
no.
like
fucking fourth meal time.
Let's go. So we walk over there, and then we realize it's only the drive-through that's 24 hours.
Many of people have made this mistake in life, yeah.
So like, I have the thought, like, maybe I'll walk around there, like, and just, order food and shit. Fuck it.
How many stories on this very podcast have we covered where someone tried to push a couch on a skateboard through a drive-through or ride their fucking friends and shit? Like, this is a bad choice you're making.
Yeah. But luckily for this experiment, a cab driver pulls up, hops out of his cab, walks up to the door, doesn't open, right? Starting to take that sad walk back to his cab. And I'm like, well, let me help this guy out. Hey, bro, the drive-thru is still open.
Nice.
And he's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, man. So, like I said, he's making this walk back to his cab, but then he makes this hard left and goes behind the McDonald's, and I'm like, he, he just walked back there. So I'm like, yo, this motherfucker comes back with food. I'm going for it. Like, fuck it. But then he comes back around the other side of the McDonald's, and he's like, they say you need a car. And I was like, yeah.
You have a car, Holmes. Like, what is? Put the pieces together.
Like, me, Sunbun, and Curtis watched this man get back into his car, and we're like, well, obviously, he's gonna pull into the drive-thru. Like, only makes sense. And there's just a turn right there where we're standing, so he could just come around, go into the drive-thru. This motherfucker drives off into the night. We're just like,
you didn't have the solution of how about we all get in the car together and we fucking get our food together, and then you tip the guy a couple bucks for his use of his car. That was the real fucking hero solution.
Well, no, that's what I was thinking, because if he had came around the other side, I'd have been like, hey, bro, wait up for a second.
Yeah.
But no, he drives off into the night.
Let me punch in my destination. It's 2 feet around this building. Like, let's get it.
So we're like, well, fuck. But then at this point, Mech messages us, and he's like, hey, guys, I got my car. I'm on my way. You want me to pick you up? And we're like, oh, shit. Yes. Like, and here's the thing about that, right? Mech, and I know you don't know New York geography. This will be for everyone else. We were in Manhattan. Mech parked his car in Coney Island and then got on the train to come meet us. And we were just like flabbergasted by this, because we were like, why the fuck did you park all the way in Coney Island? But he made it there quickly. And then when he left us at the other bar, we were like, well, fucking, we'll never see Mech again, because he's going to Coney Island to get fucking murdered. Like,
I thought you couldn't drive in New York and shit. Like,
I mean, it depends on where you are. Like, you're not going to drive in Manhattan. It's like trying to drive in LA. It's pointless.
A struggle for the nuggies.
Yeah. So Mech pulls up, and we're like, oh shit, yes. Mech, pull into the parking lot. Like pull into that McDonald's parking lot.
At this point, McDonald's employees have been watching y'all fucking loiter for at least a half hour at this point, with multiple visitors in their fucking front lawn, like, or their front parking lot.
So like, we do that. We get into the car. Mech turns on his social awkward, and he's like, I can't talk to this guy. I'm gonna pull up just a little bit further so Kaz can do the ordering. So I'm like, all right, whatever, fine. I'm like, yo, give me a 10-piece, right? 10-piece honey mustard. Curtis is like, give me a 20-piece with barbecue sauce. And then fucking Sunbun's fucking ass is like, give me a number 6. And I'm like, all right, give me a number 6. Which then I look at the menu, is fucking a 10-piece, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. He's like, yeah, but I wanted the drink. So I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. So then we do that. We finally pull around. We then turn around and look behind us. There is a line of cars going out of the parking lot. But then right behind us, like directly right behind us, was a dude on a bike.
He's gonna try his shit.
Yeah,
he's gonna try his Florida shit.
They were like, nah, dog, we ain't serving you. And he's like, come on, bro, that's fucked up. And we're like, yo, I ain't gonna serve the man on the bike. That's rude. So we finally do that. Get up to the window, and then we're just sitting there for a while, and it's just kind of started to get weird. And we're like, how long does it take to make nugs? And I don't know how we
individually frying them. Like,
yeah, I don't know how we came to this, but we started blaming fucking Sunbun, because we were like, Sunbun had to get the fucking tea. Now they got to brew tea in there. Like,
I don't know how it works with a 24-hour restaurant, but I know that, like, when you're that last shift guy, and like, you're like, you know what? You know, no one's gonna order the tea. I can clean that whole tea machine up, get it all cleaned up. It'll be done. So when close happens. Like, and then that one guy comes in 1 minute before closing. He's like, I would like some tea. And you're like, fuck! Like,
yeah.
I gotta get all the bags out, brew the water, turn the oven back on. Anyway, I found a picture of me jumping in the water. That's the action shot right there, yo.
Pull it up. We'll see what you got.
That's
Action Bronson.
That's a man who's decided he's gonna deal with the shit and the repercussions later. That's the beach we had to drive over to, by the way, behind us. So I had to hold on to the side of that boat all the way to the beach with the engine just sputtering around.
Oh, baby.
That's good times. The bad times. I had a really fun time, though. Being drunk helped.
Bad times. Hey.
I got back on the boat and my legs were all bloodied. Like, I was just bleeding everywhere. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, it's life.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Also, me and Curtis ate some of Sunbun's fries because Sunbun got out to go try to find some place to pee.
Y'all fucking hoodlums, man. Jesus Christ. Loitering, fucking public urination.
The greatest part in all that, yeah, he didn't pee.
You got the cup. You got the soda cup.
Is like, we're in the car fucking eating like monsters. And like, someone finishes his fries and then he's like looking in the bag and he's like, oh shit, extra fries. So me and Curtis are fucking in the back dying because we like fucking went through his fries already. So we're like, bitch, those ain't extra. Like
I say, it's been a long time since I've been in a car with fucking 4 adults and eating regret meals at fucking 2 a.m. or whatever the fucking time it was for you guys.
Yeah, that's a good time, bro. It's a good fucking time.
I haven't done that in a while. I mean, then again, I could say Pack South and Whataburger and the horrible decisions of 4 a.m. fucking Whataburger is probably the worst.
I mean, our first trip to Vegas and fucking sitting in that fucking Friday.
Yeah.
That's sad.
What I remember about Whataburger is the line for Whataburger at night is so long with drunk assholes from Pack South that by the time you get to the board, you're like, I'm going to get 2 meals just in case. Because at this point, I don't want to ever fucking stand in this line again. Like, I don't even know if I want to eat it, but I'm going to get 2 meals and I'm going to save it for later. Fuck this. Like,
no, I was mad that Curtis got a fucking 20-piece because I was like, oh shit, you can do that. Like,
oh, they'll sell them up to 100 pieces, man. They're nuts.
Yeah.
They just open a whole bag and throw it in the fryer.
But the other thing, as drunk asshole as we were, the motherfucker at the drive-thru was a fucking champion because he rung us up for like $5 individual joints so that it wasn't as expensive as what we actually did order.
Well done. He knows the secret menus.
Yeah.
I've gone to places where they do the opposite of that, and I'm like, why'd you give it to me with the fucking most expensive way? And they're like, oh shit, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, fucking bro. I know this works.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get to the news.
We did feel bad for them because that line was long after we left.
I mean, you know where you're working. That's you made the decision. You took that night shift on a fucking Saturday or whatever. Like you know. You let everyone go home. It's great. But yeah, anyways, news bag.
News bag.
All right, there's sincerely something wrong with the stream deck. It's going to play in a moment.
dkgWELP. Let's fill that knowledge hole. With Kaz and Carly's news bag.
Meow. You having a good time, my buddy?
That took so long.
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's lagging on every button I press. Whatever though. Anyways, what did I want to cover first? So this is in Florida as well. It's a Florida woman though. Florida grandma, if you will, actually. Got a Florida grandma now. And like any normal day in her life, she's an elderly woman. Doesn't say her age here, but she's pretty damn old. She went to go look outside her window. She part the curtains because she was trying to look if her cat was coming in for the night. And when she opened her window, like you do on an average Florida night, just happened to see a naked man standing there. And he was trying to be all lewd as fuck. So she, being apparently having a background in security and law enforcement, pulled out her teeth and screamed, "Grandma, no teeth!" and came after him and scared him away. This is her picture that she interviewed for Channel 9, apparently. But yeah, the title of the article is "Grandma No Teeth Scares Off Naked Intruder," like you do. So why not? But yeah, she's a beautiful old lady, and she took her fucking teeth out and came chomping at him. Like, let's go, bitch. Gnaw you ass down.
Do what you do. Do what you do. I mean, if an old lady came at me with no teeth in her mouth, fucking screaming, I'd go the other way too.
I mean, especially if my bits are hanging out and shit, dude. Like, you don't know what she's gonna fucking latch onto. I mean, I feel vulnerable when I'm naked. Like, I'm gonna coming at you hard.
Oh my god! All right, I got a grandma story too. This one's from Texas though. The grandma in Texas gets revenge on gator that ate her horse. So
The whole horse?
it was a mini horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now it's a sad story.
So she and I guess she's a mayor of this local town as well. So, but whatever. So this grandmother, who's been looking for this gator, which I don't know how she knew it was the right gator, but you know, whatever. It's Texas.
Like the
Um,
Captain Hook story, like it's all life.
yeah. So this thing has kind of been terrorizing the area, and it killed her mini horse, and she killed it. It's a fucking 12-foot, 5,890-pound gator.
Jam.
Yeah,
Sounds big.
it is. There's pictures.
Oh,
That motherfucker is.
I want to see bigger.
Yeah. No, pull that shit up. It should.
How do I
fucking
do it?
huge.
How do I do it? You didn't give me no links.
It's in the doc. It's in the doc.
Oh, you made your own doc. I made a doc already.
We have a doc. I hate you.
It's episode 11. I made the episode 11 one, and you saw episode 11, made episode 12, and now we're unsynced.
Oh God. All right, whatever. I'll fix it later.
What the fuck? What, you trap it? Like, what the fuck is this bitch? Like, hung it up, strung it up like it was a fucking. Oh, that's a rifle. Okay, look at it, like an elephant rifle.
Yeah.
What the hell? How'd she get these
She killed that
pictures? It
motherfucker.
was on the spur of the moment. Someone behind her with a camera the whole time, and she fucking came at this drunk.
Probably, yeah.
This is a planned day.
I mean, there in that very first little video, there's a dude like who got it on a string, and then she's aiming at it.
Oh man, you said 5,800 pounds. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
How do they know it's him?
I guess they looked in his stomach. It's usually what they used to do is cut it open,
Crazy.
look for the bones.
It's a lot of purses she's gonna make.
Oh fuck it.
Crazy.
Fuck. Yeah.
That is one Texas ass story, my dude. But yeah. I normally wouldn't cover a story like this because it's kind of just I guess it's a little clickbaity, but this is, I guess, a thing that happened I guess on the internet because it's fucking everywhere. But ABC News reports that a 45-year-old man is arrested because he started talking shit and threatening an 11-year-old kid on Fortnite after he got his ass beat on the Xbox. So he came at him with some fucking like real threats and shit, and so they just looked him up and fucking found the guy. The reason I'm covering this story, and I know it's a groany, shitty story, but I am literally covering the story because the mugshot of this fucking dude is probably the most priceless fucking thing ever. You don't want to be the guy in jail for Fortnite. I don't know how they get these fucking mug shots, man, but like, come on. I mean, if he's snapping on Fortnite, he's not gonna make it anywhere at this point, right?
Oh Lord.
I was going back and forth, and I was like, do I even want to fucking bring up a fucking dummy Fortnite story, like fucking whatever? But then I saw that, I scrolled to that mugshot, and I was like, yeah, he does look like the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's great. That's when
Never seen an episode of that show.
That's when you sober up in jail, and they're like, what happened? Oh, I was playing Fortnite. I got mad at a kid. Makes better decision, people.
Yeah, that is not what you want to go to jail for. All right, this is my last story, unless I decide to pull something out of a rabbit's ass. We are headed into the future, ladies and gentlemen, and the goddamn government is already impeding our way. These folks wanted to make just a lovely fucking brothel in Houston.
Brothel, huh?
Yeah, with sex robots.
Oh. Sounds cheaper.
Yeah, so they wanted to use those the real dolls, which if you've ever known me, I've talked about them a lot because they scare most people. So I love showing them to people.
If you ever,
they are the uncanny valley.
If you ever seen Kaz pan his camera to the left, you will see a real doll right there. And
Fuck no, you know how much those things cost?
I don't, Kaz. You tell me.
They're upwards. They're a fucking 4-door sedan.
All right. But so they couldn't do this brothel?
Yeah. So they wouldn't want them. They didn't want to let them do it. One, because it's a brothel, and two, because sex robots. And they were like, "That's weird."
I mean, they don't have rights. So, gonna be someone that falls in love with one and then tries to get it out of the brothel and rescue it, and then next thing you know, it's all Detroit all over again, and then we're gonna fucking deal with that robot uprising and shit. They don't have rights. That's right. I bring up the story because I feel like I need explanation. Do we know who Little Xan is? He's a rapper.
Sort of. He's one of the many littles.
I mean, does everyone just look really dumb these days in the rap world, or is it just me? Or...
Yeah, they just all have tattoos and they all fucking do Xanax.
But did we all decide that tattoos on the face was a thing? Like, is that a...
We didn't. They did.
Because I thought, I mean, that was like, okay, you did it. Anyways, I don't know. I wanted to bring it up because the title of the story is Little Xan hospitalized because he ate too many flaming Cheetos. And it got.
But at least he didn't die like the rest of his fucking compadres.
Got his tum tum all in a kerfluffle. Hardcore rapper. I mean, back in my day, I thought they were a little more hardcore than. Yeah, man, been out for a while. Too many Cheetos.
But do you want to be the one that's how you go? Like, do you want to be that one? Like, because you ate too many fucking flaming hot Cheetos?
I mean, if I ate some flaming hot Cheetos, you know me, my tum tum would be all a Twitter. So I understand that, but I ain't trying to be some. I don't know. The kid looks really dumb and like he is on drugs. Because he probably is on drugs. So that's what drugs do to your face. They make your face look like that. And then you wake up with face tattoos and you regret. I guess you don't. You make $1 million on an album. Let's do it. But yeah, I had that story. I also have one final one, I guess. It's another Florida man story. I didn't know the other lady was a Florida man story. So you get 2 Florida man stories in one episode. Congratulations, everybody. But, getting arrested for shit, man. Things that you don't want to get arrested for. Homeboy.
Looking at a child?
No, I mean, those are just bad crimes.
No, that's one of those ones you get arrested for that. Like, even if you didn't actually do it, they will tell everyone that you're in jail with, and then your day just gets worse. And they'll tell everyone you in your neighborhood, they gotta move. And it just is, it's a progression of just bad. I've been watching a lot of Criminal Minds lately too. I don't know. I
want to tell you if you can tell me what the rating on your scale of going to jail for if your top is looking at children. This guy he was home drinking, and his wife and kids came home, and she reported him very inebriated and find it very frustrating that he was inebriated, and he just kept fucking around. So she went to another location. I guess went to a friend's house or whatever. He then eventually followed her and showed up more drunk and was just like, just being a dick. And the straw that broke the fucking camel's back, which caused her to call 911 and get this guy arrested for the following issue, is that he decided it was a good idea to give her a wet willy.
No.
For those who don't know what a wet willy is, he put his finger in his mouth and stuck it in her ear. Like good old prankster Johnson. And that is what he is under not investigation, but that's why he's in jail.
Is it a trying to think how they do that one. Is that a assault? I guess
He went to jail for battery.
one with a ooh. Ooh, yikes.
But I mean, I would call the cops if this fucking man gave me a wet willy as well. I mean, this is not the face of a man you want to get a wet willy from, especially when he's inebriated, because he still looks like he's a little inebriated right there, and probably screaming the words "What? It's funny," as he gets booked into county.
Being such a bitch, Karen.
Her name was Karen. It's always a Karen. It's always Karen's, man.
Oh, fuck. All right, breaking news. I got a picture of Sunbun.
Oh, is this the you edited live on the internet. Oh, look at this little beautiful shit.
Little Sunbun.
Little just exploring the world traveler Sunbun. Drinking a tall Red Bull. Twitch's own League of Legends top player Sunbun.
You know what was also funny? I bought one of those those green juices that have like kale and all kind of other shit in it. Like after one of the nights we went drinking, just because like a couple sips and you're awake on that shit because it's so gross. It's so fucking grody and just like full of stems and seeds and all kind of other shit. So like I bought that. I take a couple sips of that, and someone's like, "Why? Why are you doing this to yourself?" And I was like, "Cause it's a good pick me up after a like hard night of drinking and shit." And he's just like, "Can't be. There's no way." And I was like, "Trust me, your eyes, everything will be open after you take a couple sips of this." So he like took a sip, and he was just like, "Yeah, no, I never want to do that again."
Like when you don't fully blend your shit.
Yeah.
Flaxseed and broccoli. Let's drink it all. Drinks are weird, dude. Man, fucking Monster. Like my boss just still drinks Monster Energies like all the time at work and stuff. And they keep coming out with new flavors. Like I kind of understood when they went to like ice. I'm like, okay, it's a fine name or whatever. I'm just like, it's like American Gladiator. That's cool. It works out. But like, there's like one that's like Bullet, and you're like, what the fuck is that drink supposed to taste like? Like I don't have any way to gauge what like 360 milligrams of fucking caffeine is gonna feel like. I guess it's like a bullet, like fucking whatever. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the games.
Oh, yay! It's game time.
Hell yeah!
With Curly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only on dkgWELP.
All right, there's gonna be some user interaction here. We got to decide how we're gonna do this. Good. Thank you, Steve. I have in my hands 2 different lists that can also be just one list, depending on how you guys want to do this. I have
Pregnant.
Gonna turn them off. I have the entire. I have 2 lists. One is the highest rated top, ranked in order from 1 to 10, Halloween candies, and I have the bottom layer of the least favorite candies. And if you want to play along, I would suggest getting a piece of paper, depending on how we actually decide to do this. My idea was to just maybe do one tonight and then maybe one next week. Like we can do good this week and bad the other week because there's 10 of them. And I'll read all of them out to you, and then you can just order them in regards to you choose. I usually try to do these in the regards to the way of if you get...
I am the Lizard Queen!
This is why. If you get them on the screws, you get your points, right? Like, I don't know how you want to point fucking value this shit. That doesn't matter to me. But I can combine them all together. I have them in a randomized list, and you can decide where they all go, and we can go through that list. I think that's probably the best way. You can just burn through all 20 of these real quick.
Yeah.
So I would suggest, on a piece of paper, writing down where you think on a spectrum they're going to go so you got room to put... I warned you before the show started you needed a piece of paper.
Shut the fuck up.
I knew this was going to happen. God damn it. Hey, audio listeners. So yeah, if you want to have a piece of paper for your own listening sake down in Chatland, I'm just going to read the candies. You can either try writing them down and then ordering them on your own later, or I would suggest just writing down top of your sheet is the highest, bottom of your sheet is the lowest, and then you put them in sort of the positions, and then you can put stuff in the middle between stuff, however you see fit.
Where I keep all my notes for Football Manager.
You got a fucking Football Manager notebook. Do you need Scantrons? Yeah, I didn't have any Scantrons printed for this. I'm sorry. But yeah. And if you need clarification on what any of these are, I can let you know. With
So wait, what are we doing first? Top or bottom?
We'll do them separate. That'll make sense. We'll do the easiest one. Will be the good stuff first. Because it's probably gonna be all chocolate. You know that shit. People don't fuck around. And then we'll do the bottom one. So yeah, you only need 1 through 10, and then and I'm just gonna read these out, and you can place them where you want, and then you can move them around if you see it fit and whatnot. So these are in randomized order for right now, but where the hell did it go? There it is. Those are bad. Those are good. All right, first one, Twix. You know Twix is on the top 10 list. Where does it go though? Where are you putting that Twix?
I'm gonna just write them all down first, and then I'm gonna order them.
Your next one's your fan favorite, your Simpsons level Butterfinger. Everyone likes a good Butterfinger in their trick or treat candy. You got one that's not chocolate, Sour Patch Kids. People love them Sour Patch Kids. I got a face full of the dust at the end of a bag once in Sour Patch Kids. Fucking never ate a Sour Patch Kid again.
That shit hurts, man.
No, it started burning through my tongue like the worst thing in my entire life.
Shit'll cut your mouth.
Yeah, your next one is just a simple fan favorite, your Hershey bar. Your next one, Nerds. A packet of fucking Tic Tacs. Ooh, my fucking favorite, Kit Kat.
This is just the American Kit Kats, right? Not the.
I didn't know there was any other kind.
Oh, there's the Japanese ones that actually come in different flavors,
fucking
like
wasabi
mochi,
flavored.
green tea.
Yeah. No, this is your fucking run-of-the-mill white fucking Kit Kat bar, okay? Your fucking vanilla plain, milk chocolate, and fucking nougaty crunch shit. No, it's not the white Kit Kat bar. Damn it, that's a different thing. No, your next one is your Reese's peanut butter cups. So the way they're going to score this is if you get it on its slot, you'll get a point, and we'll just measure it that way. Your next one is M&M's. And then Skittles. No one fucking likes Skittles. Ugh.
Fuck off, bro.
Fucking Skittles. And then your final one is a Snickers. All right, give everyone a little bit of time to tally. Remember, you're gonna try to order these 1 to 10, and these are studies done, top Halloween candies, and you just want to put 1 being you think is the America's top candy for Halloween, and 10 would be these are all good, so 10 is like your least but good. You know how that works. There only can be 10, Gabby. There can only be 10. And Milky Way is like a weird marshmallow butt. Like, it's got like a weird, like, no one wants caramel all up in their fucking teeth and shit. These are human beings, Gabby. Human beings' choices for candies. Human beings. Exactly. Those are on the least favorite candies, Jen. The human beans. They're like up there with the Boston baked beans. God, they make some dumbass candies. Oh wow, they pulled the fucking Microsoft update for Windows 10. Look at that. Ain't that a bitch? Good thing I'm running it. Come on, Kaz. You only got so much time. Talk it out with me. Talk it out with the chat. Y'all work together.
Fuck them.
You gonna win this?
No.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Like they just it's the branding. Like different areas have the same candies but different names. The Bean Boozled thing. What the hell's that about? I don't know what you're talking about, Miller. All right, you got your list, Revis. Cool. Some people are checking in. All right.
Got my shit.
So I'll read you the order from 10 up. So the 10th most popular candy is the Hershey bar.
Ooh. Okay.
So if you got Hershey bar in slot 10, then you get yourself a point.
I do not. I put Twix there.
You put the Twix at the bottom? It's like a cookie.
Yeah, fuck a Twix.
It's a cookie.
Fuck a Twix.
And it's got the same caramel shit. I don't really like it. I got hard. Yeah. Your next one up, number 9, Skittles.
Ooh, all right, yeah, this is fucked up. I put H bars there.
Well, they didn't burn anything then. Chewy fruity flavors. I got descriptions for all of these if you want to hear what they are. Your next one, number 8, should be Sour Patch Kids.
Ooh, I put Nerds at 8.
It's close.
Fucking up here.
It's close. Your next one is a Butter-A-Finger. It's number 7.
Put Kit Kats there. I put Butterfingers at number 2.
Ooh. Your next one up, number 6, should be Nerds.
Yep, that's where I put Sour Patch Kids.
Nerds landed on several best of lists. People really like them fucking hard.
Yo, Nerds are great, bro.
I don't get the point, but they enjoy, I guess, you know?
You don't like fucking sugar.
It is just like a clump of fucking hardened goddamn sugar, like sour, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Your next one was number 5. It should be M&M's.
Hey.
Ooh, Kaz is on the board. M&Ms. Look at that. And then I think knowing the other answers, you might be out of shit on this one. So
Yeah.
Your number
4 is Skittles for me.
Number 4 is Kit Kat.
Yep.
Number 3 is Twix.
Ooh, I put R cups in number 3. All right.
And number 2, your Snickers.
Oh.
And America's
I put
favorite
Snickers at number 1.
On the high atop by far several
Cups are number 1?
High atop on several lists of best candies is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. A perfect blend of chocolate and peanut butter. You get down on some fucking Reese's.
1 point.
Good. It's good.
M&M's at number 5.
You got a whole another half of the game to play. Don't worry. This is now this part, and the reason why I saved this part for next is because this is the top 10 worst candies.
Right.
And this is gonna piss some people off because I know some of y'all fucking love this shit, and we'll go down that way. So yeah, you need another 1 through 10. Number 1 being the worst candy in all of America, and number 10 being just the 10th worst candy in America. I mean, you can try to guess these if you want, Puck. I mean, you know, candy corn's in there. Like, they're all candy corn. But I mean, like, my sister will fucking munch down on candy corn like it's fucking popcorn. And it's the most disgusting thing ever to work. It's like she's just eating wax balls. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, and it is just wax. My team jet. Yeah, Pug. Don't encourage this shit. All right, so randomized order for these. I'm going to put down... and once again for the chat, put them in order when you get a chance. You would, Pet. What was the shit you were eating at fucking... Oh, you're just eating Hershey bars and fucking marshmallows when we were at TwitchCon. Anyways, Smarties. Where would you put Smarties?
Smarts? Yeah, I like Smarts, bro. Smarts aren't bad.
They're just chalk, aren't they? Like, what the fuck? Like sugar chalk. Anyway, Smarties is on the least favorite candies of America. Licorice is your next one.
What?
Yeah. You don't know what wants to get some fucking sticks of fucking red vines and licorice in their fucking their basket?
So here's the thing, right? I know most people are however on licorice, right? And then you have that next level of like people in like if you think of it like a video store, there's all the different types of red licorice. Then there's that curtain that goes into the back, and that's where black licorice is. That's my shit, bro.
But I mean, like, don't they even just advertise black licorice to be like, hey, ever wanted to taste the bottom of a boot? Like
No.
that's what they say.
No.
Like it's on the fucking
No,
wrapper.
it's not.
Like boot flavored licorice, and you're like,
I
oh,
love
okay.
licorice, bro.
It's all it's like, oh, you can eat the candy inside or just eat the wrapper. It's the same taste. Like it's all gonna be fucking. It's all plastic poop that's gonna come out of you later. Your next one is exactly what Reverend Puck just said. Those little weird taffy peanut butter things. They're just like twisted in little baggies, and they don't say a name on them. And I was like, what the fuck are those?
No, they have a name.
They're called peanut butter chews.
Chews, yeah.
Candy. I had a picture of it earlier. Yeah, they're these little shits. They're peanut butter kisses. Sorry, they make no sense. They make no damn sense. They actually have a bunch of different names all over the place. But yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to call them peanut butter kisses because I thought that confused people. But I always called them taffy because I don't fucking know what the fuck they are. I thought they were taffy. They're just gross. Like, again, another candy that you don't know if you needed to take the wrapper off because it all tastes the same. Like, it's just, I think you just bite into that whole thing right there on the screen.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you right now. This list is like all my shit right now.
I knew this was going to fucking alienate people.
I love this list.
Your next one, once again, we're ranking these from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst candy in America, according to all of the lists I could find.
Yeah, but this is just a random list so far, just to tell you, and then you list it yourself.
Yep. Necco wafers. Actual chalk. It's just sprinkled with a little bit of fucking sugar. And people still give them out to kids. Your next one is what is known as a Mary Jane, the East Coast thing or something. Because I never knew these, but when I saw a picture, I think I've seen them. They're kind of the same thing, but apparently they have a name on them.
That's what I was thinking about when you said the Pichus.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So they technically are the same thing, but this is like a brand new one. But they in the lists I looked at, they are like on too many lists. These showed up on the list twice. So apparently America thinks chews are different than Mary Jane's. Isn't that a school eraser? It is. It actually is a school eraser. You just chew right into that, baby. Erasers for everyone. Your next one, and mine and everyone else in the entire world's actual most hated thing in the world, candy corn.
Corn.
Some diabolical fucking world Hitler fucking can't just devised fucking ugh, so goddamn gross. Your next one is probably my literal worst thing to ever once tried to eat in my childhood. Circus peanuts.
Oh.
Actual packing fucking peanuts trying to be sold as candy.
Those are oh god, they're so gross.
They just fucking
nuts.
Like you can just put them in like if you had a drain, like a pipe leakage, you could just I'm sure they're handy for something.
I already have my 1 and 2.
Yeah, open up an Amazon fucking box and just eat the packaging out of it, and that's a circus peanut. You've got tons of them around.
Vet, be glad you've never had a circus peanut.
Yeah, you never need to try it. Your next one is probably a little controversial, the Tootsie Roll.
What? T-rolls?
Those Tootsie Rolls, man. People don't like them. You ever get like a too hard of a Tootsie Roll and you just ow. Your next one after that, your 9th one, I think. Wax Coke bottles. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember those.
And you can you open them and eat the candy out of it or whatever?
You just suck the little juice out.
Yeah, they look like this.
Chew it.
They're like,
and then you get super scared when you're the kid that swallows one because you're like, was it? Oh no! I don't think I was supposed to eat the whole thing.
It's a candy with the literal word wax in it. They don't even try to hide it from you. They're just like, yeah, kids, eat some shit that I don't even know what wax is made out of. Oh, well, here's some old candles.
The process is you're just supposed to chew on it and then spit the wax out.
Ugh.
You're not actually supposed to fucking eat the wax.
I'm gonna throw this out there. You know the other thing I hate so much more than anything, and not that I ever used them or anything, but you know those little fucking wax lips?
Yeah.
I just remember seeing kids all the time that they're wearing them for so long and running around like big dummies that they're chewed into it, and it's like all fucking goopy in their fucking mouth and stuff. And I'm like, this is why I can't be around kids. Like, this is the most disgusting fucking sight in the entire world. And I'm like, what? Are you eating them? Are you eating the wax lips? Okay, cool. Whatever. You're gonna die. It's just. Oof. And your final one. I don't know where you're gonna put it. The old Good and Plenty. Couldn't plenty of these guys.
The fake ass Micronite.
Yes. Yeah. Oops, I hit the wrong button again. You're gonna hear news. Good and plenty. There we go. Got it. Good and get the fuck out. Is that? Aren't they just Micronites but a different flavor? Oh god, they're licorice candy. What are you people doing to kids, man? But yeah, on the list of most hated shenanigans in the world, or in America at least. I think these are all the list of Americas. Anywho, now that you've got your 10, the little game is to order them from number 1 being the worst candy that people have voted on, and number 10 being the least worst. So if you get them on the screws, you get a point. Kaz has currently 1 point from the best of list. I thought I'd do a little Halloween themed game, guys. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. You know, this is the targeted for Pet Vet, just to keep them around. You know, got to stay up late. Yeah, it's anti-licorice. Why would you eat it? So gross. Let me know when you go get. Oh god. I was trying to fill, and then I had.
What the?
I've been drinking root beer tonight. It's like kind of my like I let myself have. And I don't even know why I even it's because I just don't want to be drinking like root beer all the damn time. Because I feel like it would lose its love and luster. But so I like once a week, like I usually on a Sunday, I have football and I drink a little A&W Diet root beer, and it's like a little bit of my heaven right now. Like I have like a really good moment.
Oh, that's cool.
But that burp was all root beer just now. So
I bet. I love me some root beer too, dude. It's good shit.
It's just like a moment of zen. I just sit out in a chair and I just, got a little ice tumbler with my root beer in it. Delicious.
All right, I'm good.
All right, everyone ready? They can figure it out. They ain't on the show. All right, so we're gonna lead up to it. I will read the last one, which is the top most hated candy. This is I'm gonna read it from the bottom up. So we're going least worst to most worst. So you're, and this will probably vindicate. Oh no, it won't actually. I didn't put space bars, and I didn't put enter. Hold on. Okay. Your least worst is the Mary Janes.
Fuck. Where put the MJs? MJs are 9 for me. I put licorice at 10. 9 and 10 gone.
So number 9 is your Good and Plenties. They're licorice wrapped in hard candy outer shell. It makes sense that they would be next on this list. Your number 8 is your vindication for least worst. Is the licorice. Few people surveyed indicated a preference for black licorice.
Hey, those are my people out there. Hey, where are the people at? Hilarious boy. I love you people.
It makes sense. Apparently, Pet Vet's into black licorice too. Duh. Your next one on that list, number 7 of least to worst, is Smarties.
Fuck. Fucking up.
Your next one, number 6, is the Tootsie Roll.
Hey, Tootsie Rolls. Number 6.
Consumers don't love the dark, chewy goodness that is a Tootsie Roll.
Fuck the Tootsie Roll, bro.
Look at Beef Viper and Miller just together at last. Your next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th one on the list. Right in the smack middle is your nondescript peanut butter kisses. They still, again, this list says AKA Mary Jane's, but that's on the list twice,
Yeah, I already fucked up my Mary Jane's. I put Good and Plenty at 5, Mary Jane's at 9. So top 4 could go anywhere.
You're up to 2 points, my dude. It's not bad. It's a 10th of the way there. Your next one, number 4, is Necco wafers.
Fuck.
Most surveyed people mentioned the chalky taste and texture of the candy discs that are wrapped in wax paper. Number 3
I put
of
fucking
Bud.
wax bots at 4 and Neko was at 3.
Going up the list, third worst candy in American studies and surveys.
Let it be wax bots.
Wax Coke bottles.
All right, cool. I flipped those two. I got those two in the wrong position, but they were close. Flipple flapple, flipple flapple. All right. So my top 2 has to be right then.
This says the description is the nostalgic little bottles require you to bite into tasteless wax outer layer to get to a taste of the liquid within. That alone, biting into wax is enough to discourage many kids from enjoying these little bottles.
Yo, what my friends used to do when we were kids and we would buy them, you just throw like 3 or 4 of them in your mouth, chew on them, and then spit out the wax.
Good. That's what you want your kids doing, running around spitting wax out on the fucking streets. Just being little shit boxes. Number 2, not number 1, but number 2, most hated candy in all of America is your candy corn.
What? Oh my fucking god, bro.
There are people who can't get enough of candy corn, the buttery flavored tri-colored candy pieces. Ugh. And others, apparently the majority, who detest them. And your top one, of course, packaging peanuts, or as some call them, orange circus peanuts. Somehow, if you're a warehouse and you bought too much packaging material, then you can just sell them off as candy to kids by spray painting them orange. These soft, orangey pink, chewy, peanut-shaped confections ranked high atop the list of worst candies ever to give away on Halloween.
It is not soft and orange. It's like fucking...
I'm telling you, Pivot, I'd eat the shit out of some chalk before I even got near a candy corn. Like, there's a difference between wax and chalk on a would you rather, okay? Pivot's gonna be someone. Yeah, we're gonna get you a bag of fucking circus peanuts next time we hang out, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna eat them, and you're gonna you're probably gonna love them, because whatever. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. That was my little homage to Halloween. I'm gonna try to keep everything Halloween oriented throughout the month. It'll get easier as we get closer. 2 out of 20, dude. That's not bad. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, it's a hard. The way we did it was a little hard. I know that, but it is meant to be played with a bunch of people, and that's why I kind of roped in the chat for that. But anyways, we're gonna move on to email.
Time for some cocktail-infused communications.
dkgWELP.
Email.
Now!
So if you find yourself in a situation where the game I just played has you riddled with anger because of the fucking candies I mentioned or on the list that don't agree with you, then email is your place to get your voices heard. I'll listen to it. I'll write the authors of the article to straight up and down redact their shit and put circus peanuts on the fucking pedestal or whatever you want. I don't think they do fake candy cigarettes anymore, and especially giving away to kids at Halloween. I'm a little asking for it. They're just giving away vape cartridges now for Halloween. I think that's what the kids are all about. Fucking sugar dew vape juice. Well, yeah. Anyways, we do have some emails today. We have an email from the Reverend Puck himself. He shot this email to Bingus at the Bungus at dkgtv.com. And he says, Kaz, any chance at a Kikkoman sponsorship now that you've proven soy sauce will take down a keyboard? Boy.
No,
you got a story to share?
I don't think that's the way it works.
How's your keyboard doing, buddy?
If you can see those lights there, they won't stop blinking. I don't know if you can see that. These right here are purple for some reason.
It looks like you took some of the keys off.
Yeah, I tried to clean it and it just did not work. But yeah, you can see that nice hum of the lights. Shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that.
Here's your pro
These
tip.
ones right here shouldn't be purple.
Didn't even know it could do purple.
I mean, I knew it could, but if you notice, the rest of the keys are red, and then just that one right there is fucking purple. So yeah, good waste of $90.
So from all of my many spills, I still can't figure out why number 2 won't light up anymore. It just I'm just like, hey, little buddy, why are you so down? It won't light up. My experience, I've thought this keyboard was down for the count on many a splish splashes. Hit it with some water to dissolve whatever sticky icky went in there, and then and it's not going to work obviously what's covered in water, but let it dry for like 2 days. It might come back to you. Yeah, you just need it also unplugged, but you might need your keyboard.
Obviously.
That's why I carry backup keyboards.
I need to look it up. Some of these are. I gave my backup keyboard to my mom.
Not a backup keyboard anymore. It's a gone keyboard.
Yep.
Other emails we've gotten from contributors during the show. Turns out Steve Negretti wants to know. He sent it to, long ass email. Hello, thank you. I'm sorry. Help me very good at dkgtv.com. And he says, what class are you guys going to play in Maple Story 2 this Wednesday? There's Archer, Assassin, Berserker, Heavy Gunner, Knight, Priest, Thief, and Wizard. Yeah, I'm not going to play it on stream because it's not a spoopy game, but I'm definitely going to probably either play the Wizard or the Priest. Because you know me.
Maple Story is not my jam, so
looks really good.
You and Pet Vet and Steve.
We're going to have some fun with that, some late night fun with that. But that's my answer.
For the boys.
Never heard of Maple Story? Well, good thing they made 2 now for you, Revis. Next question, actually from Steve as well. He sent this to brobotmasters at dkgtv.com. How long did it take each of you to beat Mega Man 11? Obviously, you have already played and beaten it because Mega Man is the best. Haven't had the time.
Mega Man X?
Mega Man 11.
No. I'm just saying. I stopped. No. I stopped playing at like Mega Man 7.
Because like
I haven't played Mega Man 6.
It took like a long time before they got to 9, right? Because 9 was on the Wii, and then they brought it out to 10, and 11 is now out. I love it. I
don't play Nintendo games, so
it's free for me, so I play them all. No, I'm gonna play it. It'll probably just be whenever I decide to finally download it. I played the demo; it was really fun, and Steve says there's a lot of blasts. So yeah, I'm gonna play it. I just didn't. I'll tell you how long it took then. And your final email is coming from the Wacket himself, good old William. Now I know your full name. I kind of knew it already, but whatever. This goes to complaints at dkgtv.com. Uh-oh, we got ourselves the first complaint of this show. Hello, guys. Your podcast descriptions say there would be talks about butts, but there's not enough discussion about butts. Fix this or I will unsubscribe. Love Wacket. I don't. We talk about butts all the time. I don't understand. What's the problem?
Yeah.
I think we had butt stuff in this conversation today. Stick around a lot. Lol butts. But yeah, sorry for that, man. We'll try.
Corn, put it up your butt. Spice up your sex life.
Yeah, there you go. Most of the candies we listed, you can probably safely put them up your butt. The wax bottle's probably just fine.
You can't. No.
Just stick a Necco wafer right on the old anus, and
Don't do that.
keep you fresh for the rest of the day. It's like a mint for your butt. Hope you enjoy that. Yeah, no, we'll get back on track with that. Will, God damn it, whack it. Old fucking William. Sorry for the bad times, my dude. But anyways, that is our
Sunbun picture.
That is all of our emails. Now we're gonna switch over to pictures of Sunbun section of the show, where we just show off pictures of Sunbun doing stuff like going to that McDonald's later, apparently. Good times. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up our show, my dudes. You've made it to the end. It's been about an hour. Wow, we actually almost did a real live human being podcast where we stayed under an hour. But we did a bunch of games and shit. So anyways, hope you've enjoyed your stay here. And Kaz can kill it for me.
Thank you for listening to the show. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you do it again when we do it again, whenever that is.
We'll be here next week.
You can also subscribe to the podcast by going to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, any of those places that carry podcasts. Or you can even go over to drunkkidsgaming.com or dkgtv.com.
I just did the finger guns again. I can't stop now. It's part
and subscribe to the podcast. See all the links to the stories that we talk about on this show and any previous shows as well. If you would also like to see pictures of Sunbun, ask Sunbun.
Thanks for
listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you do me a favor and you enjoyed yourself here, follow the channel. It's free. I usually do game streams during the week, but we do this on the weekends because it's a fun way to start the week. You go into Monday and you're like, yeah, I got something in my ear holes to listen to. So if you're either listening to it here on Twitch, maybe on YouTube later in the visual format, or if you're listening to it on your little phone device, I don't know what everyone's got these days, rocking iPhone 10s and shit. It's in every podcast catcher in the world. I pushed that outro button when you started, and it just finally started. The stream deck is broken. My whole world is over. I still hope you guys had a great time. Have a sweet time. Stick around after the show for the titles.